What's up, guys? Welcome back to CrimsonCX and welcome back to another installment of the wonderful OPENTTD. We're here once again because I just enjoy making these videos. We've got a suggestion from Stephen Clark, which is what we're going to be focusing on in this video. We've gone to the smallest town in the entire game, in this entire map, and what we're going to do is we're going to see if we give it public transport, can we make it really big, basically. That's the question we were asking. So let's get started with that now. So what we're going to do is flatten some land around here. I'm going to go there, that will do. That cost a lot of money, but we're going to ignore that fact. And what we're going to do is we're going to simply place down one of the good old train stations. Let's put it here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start going along and simply just building some track to some of these local cities, even to see if we can attract some of these people who live in these cities to our lovely little village. Now I believe it is possible, so I'm going to be very interested to see what we can do. Let's put this station here because we're going to do a 3-station line basically. Well, I'll probably put it like that, which means we have just slightly missed with the track, but you know what, actually let's just do that, make it a bit easier, and it's going to connect in there, and simply enough it's also going to somehow stretch all the way to here as well, which will be a bit of a pain to do, but we'll work it out. Car town, even though we're building some stuff to do with trains, good old car town. That was quite an awful joke, I do apologise for that one. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. I think that's for the best. So now we need to connect this up. It's going to be a very bendy line, you can tell already. Down to there. There. Man, this is a lot windier than I thought it'd be, to be honest. I've actually somehow made it worse, but well, the train just has to deal with it, I'm afraid. And what we're going to do is we're going to put something in here, just going to link to the depot. Actually, we're going to scrap that because I've realised that we want it to go in to both sides. So if we put the depot here, it connects both ways. So simply, you can see now they like us. That's their opinion on us. They quite like us, even though we've not even given them any transport yet. We're going to get one of our diesels again, and then we're going to get a lot of passengers, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. And simply, 4, 5. We'll have one mail van. I think that will do. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it a route. It's going to go, where is it? I didn't see where it was. No, I don't want you to start moving. Good, I can move it now. So I want you to go from here to here to here. Now at some point I'm definitely going to try and expand it. Stephen Clark, thank you once again. You're also suggesting the loops, which I'm probably going to try next episode, but I think we can get our train going. It's not in the depot now, but what will it do? Admittedly it has to take some time, because how it works is you need to actually tell the station that where you can go there. We got a decent amount of people. I want to see if, because this place actually has a lot more, it actually has water, like some of these other places. I'm going to slow it down because we got £1,000 from that. How many people? We had 28 passengers, so there is the case for the fact that realistically we can start to sort of help this town out a little bit. I might also help them with their roads. I'll give them a few new roads, extend some stuff. there's a lot of stuff on my screen. I'm going to pause the train there for a second. Let's get the landscape tool out. We're going to do a bit of work. Well, I can't do it when it's paused, but simply I just want to make it easier for them to expand. So we're going to do that, and we're going to expand the road out, make it go to there. I think that will do. See what they do with it, and hopefully if and when we ever check in, it will be a lot bigger. Admittedly, as the fact that there's two massive settlements basically together, but we definitely got to check in on this at some point. We'll spend the rest of the video checking out what's going on back at the main part of the network, so let's go there now. I can work out they're not as keen on us for what we did. To be fair, we did kind of ruin the landscape a little bit. Right, Grimfing Pool, that was one of the places. There we are. Okay, we're back at the place. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually think about expanding a little bit. We want to work out somewhere else to go. Where's the logical next place? Garninghead, maybe. Flundinghattan? Want to do like an A, B, C, D, C, B, A type thing, like route. So we could even do a loop. A loop could be quite practical around here. That's not a bad idea. We might not do that today, but I think a loop could be interesting actually, because realistically if I zoom out we could go to here, 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 or maybe even there as well. Make a massive loop line and then a bunch of different lines going off. I don't think that's a bad idea. Well, we might as well sort of start this off with a station at Grimfing Pool. So we're going to get out our landscaping tool again. We're going to make stuff a bit even around here. It's going to make a bit of a mess though, so I'm a bit conscious of doing it too much. We'll level this out there, that looks a bit better. What we're going to do is we're going to put a station in. I'm going to put it there, and simple as this, we're going to just expand. So we're going to go from here along, so we're kind of close in some ways to the other line. Actually, we'll go back to allocate for future services if we double the track, which we're quite likely to at some point. And we're going to simply make this go in here, this, that. So where is that train of ours? You're there. Okay, so we're going to tell you that you're also going to go to, how do we do this? I'll say, does that work? Yeah, that puts in a good order. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna see it. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to go to this. We're gonna watch it go through this first station. Gonna pick up passengers, gonna give us £2,000. Has it not realised yet that it needs to, or have I done it wrong? Will it just go through? I didn't realise that's how it worked. That concerns me because I've been playing this game an awful while and I've only just worked that out. It could just be stupidity, admittedly, but, and then simple as that. I think that will work. I was going to say, I thought the train stopped. We got £3,000 from that though, and now we've got a free train thing going on here. We will put in another depot though. I think that's a wise idea. We are going to start to allocate some space though, I will say, for the future expansion. I think this is wise to future-proof. So we're going to put a second platform in Veddington. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. In Veddington, and Labour as well. We'll do that. And we actually got to do it for the place which we've just... Train 6 has duplicate orders. I'm trying to make sure it goes to everywhere. Alright, now it's actually gone to the place. You know what? I'll leave it. No, I won't. I feel a bit like I should sort stuff out. Quick autosave there. Got concerned it crashed. I need to... I think if I delete that, it's fine because it knows to just stop on the way back. It has broken down. That's not great, but we have expanded. So I think in between episodes, I want to do what Stephen Clark's been saying with the A, B, C, D. I want to also start this loop line because I think it could be very interesting to have a little loop. Is this roughly the centre of the map? Well, no, but the sort of circle wouldn't hurt, and hopefully it could expand our business. We'll quickly check in on our little village. Nothing's happened just yet. We're going to keep an eye on it and hope that services get better here. Hope that more stuff happens here. And really, there's nothing else to say. I've been CrimsonCX. I hope you have enjoyed. And I will see you very soon for another video. Goodbye.